Hello everyone, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and it's 30 Days of Sketches time again with Christy's Beautiful Life. This is series 12. This month, there's a fun bingo board to play along with, which I'll leave in the description box down below. And it's day one. So I am doing the sketch for the first day. Now, full disclosure, I may not get every sketch done. I'm going to try, but it's highly unlikely. But I thought, I'll start with day one. So this sketch, which is in the top left, you can see here, is by Kelly Perron Designs. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, Kelly, so I do apologise. She does have an Instagram, so I will leave it linked in the description box down below. But yeah, it's a really cute sketch. I love that there's a lot of ways this sketch could go. And I am using my Boho Baby kit, or Boho Baby collection from Simple Stories. If you watched one of my videos at the end of last month, it was me kind of playing with this collection and sort of showing you how I plan to use up my collections. And so this was a bit of a sort of base page I'd put together with the Vicky Bouton pre-made mixed media background paper and the photos and one of the chipboard frames. That's all I had to go with it. And then I saw this sketch and I went, you know what, I think this will work. And then, yeah, I'm just creating. So I used my strips of paper. As you can see, I didn't make them into fishtail banners. I just used strips. That was just from some scraps that I had left from this collection. And then I'm using two photos. I do have mine two different sizes. So I've got a 4x6 photo and a 3x4 photo. Now, as I often do, it's the same photo printed twice in two different sizes. But, that's the way I roll. And I've got a little chipboard frame and the little banner pieces, I'm pretty sure, I don't have the layout in front of me, but I'm pretty sure it says "Some Bunny Loves You." And so I'm using that as my title. And then I'm just creating two little clusters, same as where Kelly has her clusters in the sketch, sort of the top left and the bottom right. And I really love how this came together. Super quick. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Now, the bingo board, I wasn't trying to get a bingo for every layout, or I'm not necessarily trying to get a bingo for every layout, but I'm just trying to get all of these things on this bingo board ticked off for the month. Now, that may not happen. There's a couple on here that are going to be quite difficult for me to do. But essentially on this one, I'm pretty sure I do get a bingo. So go me, hey? Yes, so bingo. We'll get to that in a minute once we finish what I'm doing. So I am adding a few little bits and pieces to this layout, but not a whole heap. I've got a couple of rainbows that I'm adding. So two of them are one of them was from one of the ephemera packs. One of them was fussy cut from 12x12 paper. And then I do add a little puffy rainbow at the end as well. I add the exact same bunny head, as you can see in the bottom right on the frame. I add one in the top left. I was kind of going for symmetry or some continuity, similar to what Kelly had done in the sketch with the two little, floral wreaths. And so, I don't know, I just thought that was cute. So I'm doing it. I'm popping my photos up on foam because they're overlapping chipboard on both, and so they needed to be popped up to be able to sit nicely on the page. And then I've got a little chipboard like onesie in the top left. What else have I added? I think that's all I've added so far. I do come in and add just a little bit more, not a heap. I do only have two clusters, which I know is a little unusual. We all love a visual triangle, but sometimes I'm okay with making things a bit more symmetrical with clustering and things like that. I say you do you. If it looks good to you, then you should totally stick it down. That's my philosophy. What else wanted to tell you? So I will leave a link in the description box to the 30 Days of Sketches playlist, of which I will have added this video to as well, as long as I can figure that out. And obviously to Callie's Instagram. I will also leave a link to the Facebook group. So Christy, who runs 30 Days of Sketches, she's got a Facebook group, and there's a new sketch for every day. So there's a lot. There's a lot of sketches. And this is series 12, plus she's done one best of series, I think. So she's got like 13 albums worth of sketches in her Facebook group. And so it's an amazing place to go if you love sketches. So definitely go and check it out. I love working with sketches. I find it makes the creative process a lot quicker for me, which I love. I don't know, I really gel with sketches. My sister, she doesn't love them as much because she is a little too literal in her interpretation of sketches. So she finds it really hard to deviate from what the sketch says, whereas I am not like that at all. I just use a sketch for inspiration and then away I go and we see where the layout takes me. So this one, I feel like I've stayed pretty close to the sketch here. So, go me. But I love a sketch that it sort of definitely has the option for interpretation. So yeah, love this one. So I added that little camera from the sticker sheet, and I think I add a little rattle up in the top here as well. Just trying to use up bits and pieces from this collection. So this is a collection that I am trying to completely use up. As I said in my video, it's one of the ones that I want to use while Addie is still small, and I'm scrapping kind of baby photos because this is a baby collection. So I'm trying to use up some of those more kind of themey collections in my collection. That's a lot of the word collection, but you get the drift. You get what I'm saying. So this is one of them that I really want to use up. Plus I love this collection. So I want to get it onto the page and into my into my albums. I'm adding some stars, which, spoiler alert, is on the bingo board. I'm adding, what am I adding? I'm adding stars. Oh, I added some little foam stars because foam is one of the things on the bingo board. Sorry about that. My email's going off. So in the bingo board, it's got 5 rows of 5. So what's that, 25 different things. And so I did actually get a bingo. Did I get a bingo? Yeah, I did get a bingo for this particular layout. But I said I wasn't aiming for a bingo, just kind of worked out that way. My plan was to try and use the bingo board as a way to kind of use up some more of my stash that I don't normally reach for and, get a few extra things on the layout. And try and get everything kind of ticked off by the end of the month. Christy sort of said with this bingo board, just use it to inspire you however you like. You can use it or not. It's just for fun. That's what it's called, the Just for Fun bingo board. And so that's for me sort of how I wanted to use it. But then when I was so close to getting a bingo this time, you'll see me in a minute grab a few extra supplies to kind of make it happen. So I got a bingo in the top row of the bingo board. So it's a multi-photo layout. I mean, it's 2 of the same photo, but there is 2 photos on the page. I used stars. I used stickers. I used, in a minute, you'll see, enamel dots. And the fussy cutting is that I fussy cut one of the little rainbows from the collection. And then from the bingo board, I also used wood veneer. I used chipboard. I used rainbow. I used a pre-made title. I'm totally claiming the frame as a pre-made title because that's what I'm using for my title. I used foam or puffy. There's florals on the paper. Does that count? The paper is definitely floral. I think that counts. I think that might be mixed media. I totally used mixed media. I did my splatters, which was shimmers, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. It was shimmers vibes in mustard seed. I pulled out all of my shimmers lately because I was talking to Cass from Crazy Craft Obsession about them, and then I don't use them that much, but I love them. And she sent me a few more to try that go with the Spectrum Gardenia collection that I'm using for my June How to Kill a Kit with Style. And so I pulled out kind of all my shimmers and I've just got them sitting on my desk. So I pulled out that Vibes because it was right there and it matched. So here's my close-ups. Please check the description box for everything you need to know about 30 Days of Sketches, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.